And 17 Cecilia Trevino is joining us live tonight from the scene of yesterday's drowning with more on what we know so far. Cecilia, good evening.
Good evening. This is where a family from Orange County gathered for a baptism in the Kern River. Unfortunately, that joyous celebration turned to tragedy in what officials call the highest and strongest currents they've seen in around 20 years. Earlier today, I met with two families who were there.
Su hija andaba gritando ahí desconsolada, gritándole papi, papi.
A terrifying moment for a family when Fernando Mejia went into the Kern River and never made it back. The 38-year-old Anaheim man is the latest victim recovered from the river in what officials call the highest water levels in almost 20 years. Valentin Luquian and Josue Alvarado were at the Kern River campground when everything unfolded.
Sabíamos que era un grupo cristiano también ellos, que estaban llegando a hacer bautizos.
Alvarado said Mejia and his family came to the river for a baptism when somehow Mejia's daughter was taken by the current. Mejia went in to save the 7-year-old. The campers consoled the wife and joined her in prayer for her husband to be found. Valentin Luquian says many underestimate the strength of the currents.
Some people might think, oh, it's not going to happen to me, or I'm a great swimmer, you know, I'm a Olympic swimmer, or whatever it may be. This is different than that. You know, you have rocks, you have branches, anything that can harm you, and you can lose your ability to swim.
In addition to the signage around the river, one of these is given to every group that comes into the campground.
People have been coming here for 20, 30, 40 years, families, and they've brought their kids up in this park. And they used to swim in the river all the time. So a lot of the families think, well, we can still get in because we've been doing it for years.
Robbie Cagle says even with a life vest, it is never completely safe to go into the river. Robbie Cagle, this in the campground, usually being the first one to call 911 to bring what he calls a teamwork. This consists of park rangers, fire and rescue, and even the sheriff's office. Reporting live from the Kern River campground, Cecilia Trevino, 17 News.
All right, Cecilia, thank you. That brings us to tonight's 17 interactive feedback survey. And the question we're posing to you, are county officials doing enough, in your opinion, to stop drownings in the Kern River?